I want to tell you today about the pitfalls or dangers of astrology. I wish I could say something more about it. If anything, if you have the strength of mind to be that way, use it as entertainment. I mean, if anything, I look at it as an astrological zoo. Just to say, if like somebody tells me they're a Sagittarius or a Virgo, I think about the images that they've kind of force fed us. Now, I don't want to disrespect what's come to us, but I don't think it has any truth to. If there was once a valid divine truth to astrology and observing the stars that could be shared with us, I think, there was something maybe more sacred or more holy. Holy's a funny word to use. Just more sacred. I guess that's a good word. Back in ancient days, but I think today, especially when you look about people don't really have access to the stars the way they talk, like the moon and this, the moon and that. And then they robbed Pluto of its planet ship. It no longer is a planet. And then, what else happened with it? They figured out a few years ago that there was a shift in the stars. So it just made me think astrology's wacky. If anything, I would definitely, as good advice to you, stay away from horoscopes. It's so funny. Horoscopes. Horoscopes. I'm looking through my horoscopes. Come on, that's crazy. We got to stop doing that. Horoscopes are even worse than astrology. Somebody's telling you based on their observation and understanding of the universe and the planets how your day's going to be, what your ex is going to do, what your lover's going to do. Are they going to be cheating on you today? Are they going to be bringing you something beautiful when they get home? It's just crazy. And I only tell you that because from experience, I got lost in that mess. And I think it really made a mess of me. And I had to break free from the confusion. Because if people are using astrology or tarot cards or doing those things today, I'm sorry, I have to be very upfront with you. I think you're adding another level of fears and confusion to your life, especially if you see like people who are fortune tellers. And I know there's so many probably outstanding personal stories that people have of the times they've did it. And, I'm going to be very upfront with you. I mean, the Bible is a massive book. I mean, let's face it, whether you like it or not, it's impacted our world. Maybe some places of the world don't know it, and that's what it is for now. But for the most part, even if you don't know it by opening it up, you're aware of it. And the Bible seems to have always pointed out. Now, I'm not asking you to look at the Bible as a book that's connected to any modern religion or state that we're aware of. I want you to look at it as a rich life story that really does lead to God. And this rich life story could have been put together from many sources, but it seems to be priceless and valuable to us as people just living on this planet for direction and for healing and for purpose and for guidance. So when I say that, no person who dealt with the occult, or let's say, no offense to witches, but simple terms, fortune tellers, witches, ever profited. They never did well. So funny, a prophet we give high regard to, but they're only a prophet because what they said came to be. Now, when we talk about people like fortune tellers, well, if they're not caring about you, they're caring about the money you'll give them. And whatever they say to you, even if they have some connections, are you sure you want to be connected to their connections from those other planes? Nobody's here to say that we can really have an earnest scientific fact-on-fact talk about the other worlds and how they're impressing upon us, the other dimensions, let's say, but whether it's a coincidence that's given to us from or a revelation, we know that something's happening really, really beyond our own scope of day-to-day living. So with that said, I probably don't know how much of an audience I'm going to have for this video, but I really wanted to bring it on your heart that there's no more good truth in astrology. There's no more good truth in horoscopes. Please avoid them. They will only feed your mind with garbage, okay? And they will start to misdirect you and change the way you see your life. You are better off writing your own horoscopes coming from your own thoughts, okay, heart and mind, and your awareness of your life, and saying, I am going to have a great day today. And if you don't, take a moment to reflect, why didn't you? And if there was something you could do to make it better, then I would advise you to do that because you know exactly what's going on with you. You don't walk horoscopes. I can't believe that name has got into this world in a way where it's respected in tarot cards. Get away from all of that stuff. I'm not here to sell you on a religion or go to God. I mean, that's where my great joy comes from. If you're not there yet, I get it. If you're doing things wrong, I hope you get there, because I did things wrong and I got to a dark place, and that dark place I knew was not okay, and then the light came to me. I don't know how that story works for everybody, the way it'll play out, but I know it'll play out perfectly if you keep an open mind and heart to God, our creator, There's no way to easily define it for you. I can't sell it to you. I can't persuade you to believe in it, but I don't want you to believe in all those other dark arts. To me, they could just be business ventures, okay? For the people who are performing them, or sickly real, where they believe the stuff they believe. But my only criteria is, are you hurting other people with those beliefs? So on that note, you're hearing me very passionately speaking against the witchcrafts, the tarot cards, astrology, even horoscopes. And even if there was some base of truth somewhere in all of that garbage and chaos and madness, how good is it bringing people to the joys of their life? I haven't heard any one good horoscope story or some massive astrological boasting story about, oh, I'm a Leo, I'm a Sagittarius, I'm a Taurus. Like, okay, that's great. Trust me, I like this shirt. It could be something like a wardrobe, but don't go deep in it. Like, I'm not going to invest my life in this shirt or the fabric or whatever details, where it came from. So don't invest your life in all that crap, okay? Again, to be clear, I didn't know I was going to go on this rant today, but to bring yourself into more of a true future that relates to you, you will now decide on your future. You will now decide that irregardless of your sign, you know what you want and you have a right to get it. And remember, you're always going to hear me often mention this in videos. You cannot hurt anybody. If you're doing something that's going to hurt somebody, really examine that action. I don't know at what level it may cause hurt. Sometimes you get a promotion and somebody doesn't. That may not have been your fault. So you can't deny the promotion for yourself, but understand, you'll know internally when you're doing something directly harmful to somebody. And if anything that's coming to you from the world of occult, and I know it just means something's hidden and you find it and search for it, just like you would want to look for your key if you lost it and wanted to get into your house. It seems very mysterious and attractive, but I assure you, for somebody who didn't get into the deepest, darkest parts of it, whatever's on the surface is damaging enough. So peace and love, my friends, and I'm just going to leave you with something here. And again, I gave you my little talk on the Bible, and there's a passage in Deuteronomy 18, and the most remarkable thing about this is that this was written in a way that you will and I will understand today. Again, this is not going to be about who your where your spiritual belief lies. No, I just want you to just have an honest look at yourself and what sources are you bringing into your life for guidance. I hit the big top ones today. It's a joke that we accept something called a horoscope. It sounds like horrors are horror movies, right? Like, come on, what's going on there? Sorry, guys, but let me just find this passage. It's Deuteronomy 18. I think you'll be shocked of how it's pretty much so clear that it can't be any more clear than all the talking I gave to you today. But let me get to it right now. When thou art come into the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations. There shall not be found among you any that maketh his son or daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or Pan the enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord. And because of these abominations, the Lord thy God doth drive them out from before thee. Thou shalt be perfect with the Lord thy God. For these nations which thou shalt possess hearkened unto observers of times and unto diviners. But as for thee, the Lord thy God hath not suffered thee so to do. However you interpret that, I'll just give you my quick summary of that. When we were made with a purpose from God, you, yes, you, like me here, you, from God to you. Come on, what else? If you're going to put sources of goodness in your life, let it be good foods, let it be good relationships. Hopefully, you've aligned yourself with a good job, but please, don't let the garbage into your life, because God made you so perfect that you could actually be the prophet of your own life. Prophet has two meanings when you hear the sound. Prophet speaking upon your future, and profit where you think of gains and success. So be profitable, okay? You start deciding what your future should look like, irregardless of what a horoscope said, or a tarot card said, or even what you imagine about your astrological sign. It's all hogwash. Enjoy it as entertainment, but don't bring it into your life in such a way where you become dependent on a belief system that's not even built on a rock. Let it go. I love you guys. I believe that I'm just going to say big thank you for anybody who needed to hear this. You can do so much better without occult influences in your life. Look for the light, look for the good things, take a walk in nature, and pets are beautiful. Okay? Look after your pets, and I'm sure you do. Love them up because they are gifts to this world for those people who have them. I love you all. Have a great day and days to come. See you soon. Bye.